What's up, dudes and lady dudes? If you're here, welcome back to the Riding Dad channel, or welcome if you are brand new. Either way, extremely glad to have you. We're coming at you with another headlight video. Another one I will fully disclose and be honest, 100% given to me for free. They're not paying for the review. I'm saying I'm going to give it exactly what I think. If it's bad, I'll tell you it's bad. If it's good, I'll tell you it's good. But before we crack open the headlight, I tell you guys what we're doing. I explain why this looks like a jumbled mess over there. Let's roll that intro. Here we go.
Riding down a YouTube channel, it's the Riding Down a YouTube channel, it's the Riding Down a YouTube channel, it's the Riding Down a thing that you found.
Alright, so why the bike is like this? This is because I'm in the process of putting new brake lights on. I'm on the process of putting a power vision mount on, rerouting and reorganizing all of the cables, re-putting the shroud around them, the wire loom, I think was what it called, whatever. So that's why that's like that. Work in progress. I'm getting ready for my Tail of the Dragon trip, you know, making sure everything's good. Before I bring out the light, I want to say that I did have to go ahead and purchase a new headlight bucket. If you watched my last headlight review slash, open box, whatever you want to call it, box opening, why can't I think of that? It sounds weird. Anyway, if you watched that one of the last headlight I was given, that headlight bucket that I purchased from Amazon for, it was like 20 bucks or whatever, I said, don't buy it, it sucks. Nothing fit right, the hardware on it was just junk, whatever. So I got a different one. Also, it was only like 23 or 24 bucks, so just slightly more expensive from Amazon as well. Of course, I'll link it in the description, and probably I'll put a screenshot of it, but this one, really good. I know they're all pretty much exactly the same, but if you compare this one to the other one I have, it's a little bit bigger, the shape of it is a little bit different. And the hardware in general, like stuff like where this has a single hole cut out and the grommet for the wire. The other one had like a tab that could bend or whatever. But because I did it the cheap and easy way or whatever, and because I didn't care about that headlight bucket, I actually wound up putting the way I wired it, I can't remember exactly what I did, but the way I wired it and soldered stuff, the connections for the adapter, I basically, that headlight has to stay in that bucket unless you're gonna cut it and resolder it and stuff, which I'm fine with. Again, that bucket kind of sucked, so I just wanted to set it and forget it. So with this bucket, it did come with the traditional, I think it's like the H4, whatever it is, like the traditional headlight mounting. Or not mounting, but wiring harness, and then it came with just the wire, so you can mount the actual headlight, connect it in here, and then the wire would come out. So I did go ahead and have to purchase another adapter for my M8 Softail, the Lowrider S. What I did go ahead and do to make this one, since this construction was good and I like it, to make this a long-term headlight bucket, I went ahead and cut. I figured out which wire was to what I needed. I cut it, and then while I put this in it, so I left the female end of the one that came with the bucket and the male end of the one that came with the adapter, soldered it together, put some heat shrink on it so it's all good to go, and put some new heat shrink on this side because the old one was kind of whatever, and now I have a good headlight bucket with an adapter all in one. I made this one a little bit longer so I can kind of tuck it away from where the rest of my wires come on the left side of the bike, something I wish I did with the first one, but one of those live and learn kind of things. So this is what I'm using. This is good. Again, link in the description. I would recommend the construction of this one. The coating was decent on that one too, but like I said, just everything about this is better, and it's like 24 bucks, so you really can't go wrong with this. All right, now on to the headlight. At the risk of mispronouncing the name or whatever, I'm just gonna go ahead and put a screenshot of it. They do have 7-inch as well as the, the 5-inch or whatever I'm running, 3, whatever it is, the smaller ones. They have the larger ones for touring, and I will put obviously a link to the description as well. Now, again, this is one of the cheaper ones you find on Amazon. Probably coming from overseas, so initially you might expect to get a little bit lower quality just because unfortunately it is par for the course on some of this cheaper stuff. So the boxing is pretty much identical. It's probably just the kind of generic box that everybody buys, but there is padding along everywhere. I will say that this actually came with, let me grab it. Hold on, be right back. Okay, I'm back. This one actually came with well-worded directions. Not really directions, but an example of what the wiring is. In a second, when we turn it on, well, in a few minutes when we wire it up and we turn it on, this has it has a couple different headlights and, low beams and high beams, like the actual bulb LED spots for it, but it has a halo that it shows you with all the wiring and everything. It shows you that if you want the halo to run all the time, keep those wires connected. If you don't, you can connect it to different parts, whatever. So it explains how you can attach either the halo to like your high beams or whatever, or run it all the time. I like it all the time. We're gonna keep it running all the time. Plus, most times I'm running the bike in the daytime anyway, and I have high beams on 24/7 because it's daytime anyway, so it is what it is. But very, very nice of them to include something like this, and it isn't written like you might expect it, you know, to say like, you know, missing verbs or missing adjectives, kind of everything makes sense. It's nice. It's not color coded, but it's the pictures are accurate to what the headlight is. It's not even like a generic, this is what headlight you might have or whatever. Oh, and the inch was 5 3/4. I don't know why I didn't remember that earlier. But yes, they have the bigger ones and the smaller ones by this company. Let me see if I can try to figure out and how to pronounce this correctly. Okay, it's just XPCTD. I thought it was a name. I was wrong. But again, link in the description for it, and you obviously would have seen the screenshot by now. So if we take the headlight out, it does have, I'm going to take this off just when we're completely done with it. But it does have the protective finish on it. If you do kind of take it off, it's all clear. There's no scratches or any kind of blemishes or anything like that. The back is a little bit shallower than the last. Oh, got some garbage on there. The back is a little bit more shallow than the other one, which is nice. Your typical kind of not heat shrink, why can't I think of what this is called? Anyway, the heat dissipation, I can't think of. Heat fins. There we go. There we go. The heat fins. And then again, these are those wires that it explains what you can do with them to make them different for not running halo. We do want the halo running all the time on low beams. And then obviously this. So I'm going to go ahead and put this into the actual headlight bucket. The bucket does come with kind of a metal shroud you put around here first, then the headlight. I'll make sure it's connected and everything centered, and then put the outer ring, the black ring or whatever for show and to keep it all buttoned up. And then we're gonna go ahead and install it on the bike, and I'll let you guys see what this looks like. But initially, very impressed with the quality. You can kind of see up close before the lights are on you can see the halo going on, and then you see the top and the middle, the bottom two, and then the side two as well. So really cool light. I've already, just to see, like obviously to make sure it works before I do the video, because then I didn't want to look like an idiot doing the video, but I did plug it in real quick just to see, and I can tell you already, I don't have a lumens counter or anything, but I can tell you already it is brighter than the other one I had, and probably I would venture to bet that it's brighter than the stock Harley as well. But yeah, initially very impressed with it. Everything looks really well made. Let's get it in the bucket and get it on the bike, and I'll show you guys what it looks like. All right, so you see it's installed. Looks fantastic. And let's see what it looks like with the daytime running, brights off. Oh, would help if I plugged it in, eh? Oh boy, here we go. All right, that is hopefully it. It's too bright for it to adjust. Maybe let's see if I zoom in, maybe. Let's see what we're, no, it's probably gonna be too bright. Probably just too bright. But maybe if I, no, that's what it looks like. There's no, I'll put a picture up here because I know with the picture I can adjust it more, but it's not going to be able to adjust it looking right at it. But then you also have the brights, and again, doesn't really matter for you because it's just too damn bright anyway. But the light looks really good. So overall, very happy with it. All right, so the light is on. Really easy installation. 10 out of 10 for product. Again, it's really cheap. Compared to some of these $150, $300, even the $600 or $650, whatever the JW speaker one is. And granted, those have adaptive lighting. It's a lot of different stuff. But you know what? It's just a light. And if you're not traveling at night that much, maybe you don't really care too much about lumens and having it be exactly, you know, the brightest light ever. I used to travel at night all the time. Now I don't. Now it's mostly during the day. I can 100%, I can tell you the white is a very clear, even just looking at it was blinding. The white of the light, it's a very clear white. It's not like that blue tint or the yellowy tint that some LEDs have depending on the Kelvin temperature or whatever it is of it. This is a very, very plain, nice neutral, just a very bright white. It's very nice. It has the exact same kind of platform layout as you'd expect from like a kind of a motorcycle light, where it's going to illuminate the road very nicely. Time will tell durability wise. We'll see. This is, as of now, the light I'm going to be running with the Tail of the Dragon trip that I'm going to be on. And if you don't know anything about that, you've probably been living under a rock because it's the talk of the town. Not really, but me and Motos and Mullets, we're going to take another Tail of the Dragon trip. Just us, just the bros trip this year. We're going to be there July. We're going to be riding July 5th and 6th and 7th. We're going to be getting there we're going to be riding July 6th, 7th, and 8th. We're going to be getting there the 5th, and we're leaving the 9th, so we'll be riding the 6th, 7th, and 8th, probably the night of the 5th also. But if you're over there, we're going to be staying in Murphy, North Carolina area, and we're going to be hitting the whole Tennessee, Georgia, North Carolina, that whole trifecta of, you know, where all the states kind of meld into each other and it's all that really great motorcycle riding and culture and stuff. We're going to be hitting that all 3 days. Tail of Dragon at least once. We might hit it every day, just really depends on what we want to do, but there's just tons of, I mean, every single road is awesome to ride up there. So down there for him, up there for me. But yeah, so if you're going to be in the area, we'd love to meet you and we'll hand out some stickers and talk and grab a drink or whatever, possibly, depending on what's going on. But we'd love to meet you, so definitely say hey if you're going to be there. Last year, I found somebody that, well, he found me that he knew and from watching YouTube, which was really cool because last year I barely had any subscribers by the time we went. So I'm expecting to see a few of you guys at least. It'd be really cool to meet you guys and take some pics and bump some fists. So yeah. Thank you guys for watching. Again, thank you to the company that gave me the light for the review. I really do appreciate it. Looks really nice. I really do like the halo. I've always liked the look of the halo. And I can tell you just from this past couple minutes, it's not getting hot at all, which you would not expect from an LED light, but some LEDs do overheat over time. This is not hot at all, so I have really high hopes for it. Looks really good, and maybe I'll put it to some night tests in the future. And it'll be the light that I have on me for the Tail of the Dragon. So I'm going to definitely put it to some good use. But yeah, I appreciate you guys for watching. Thank you so much. Please check out my Instagram if you have a second. Send me a DM. Let me know you're from YouTube. Comment on this video. Like the video. Again, subscribe. Make sure post notifications are on. All that jazz. You guys know what to do. And until the next time, guys, ride safe. Have fun. Dad out.